Hello everyone, this is Mohammed from Roby Maroc. Today I will be explaining the JSON API resources gem. This is the website of this gem. It has a very good documentation. There are some pages with missing content, but in general, it has enough information to use this gem. First, let's discuss why you have to use the JSON API resources. First, if you want to follow the JSON API specifications. Second, if you want to write less amount of code possible. And also, if you want to focus on what matters, like if you want to include specific relationships or spares in specific fields. Also, it comes with configurable options that you can need, like as I mentioned, like include and sparsing fields, filtering, sorting, pagination, caching, formatting, attributes, etc. Yeah, let's go ahead and jump into our project. I will be using the same project for the books database, which has this fields, and books will have many authors. Authors will have a name, and also authors will have many books. Yeah, let's go to the gem file and add our gem JSON API hyphen resources and run the bundle install. First, let's create our first book resource. Rails generate JSON API 2.0 resource, and the name of the resource is book. And let's create another one for author. So let's go to these resources, for example, book, and this will have like attribute, title, language code, and number of pages, and this will have many authors. The same for authors, it will have an attribute name. Now let's go to our application controller, and we have to include here a module JSON API to act as resource controller. This module does all the trick, like all the actions implementation. So we can just come here to our books controller and remove everything here and here the same. Last thing is that we have to change our routes here. We should use like JSON API resources here and here the same instead of default resources from Rails. Let's run our server and give it a try. HTTP localhost port 3000 books. That's JSON. It seems that we have an issue here. Let's go to our application controller. Yeah, here. Let's give it another try. And yes, here we go. Let's check the response. So we have like the list of data here, like the attribute of the books, the ID, the relationships, the type, and here the same. We could include, for instance, the authors here, and here you see that we got like an included section for the authors data here. Here we have like the name. We could also spare some fields and fields. Let's say of book, we want only, for example, the title and the number of pages, for example. It seems that we return also the language code that we should not. Let's check that out. Fields. Yeah, it seems here that we have to call books. Let's check that out. Nope, we still got it. Mm. Oh yeah, here we go. Fields. No, pages is not a valid field for books. That's because we are using the dash key type here. So we just have to use hyphen here, and it should work. Yes, here we go. So we have like the title and number of pages. And if you see here, we already eager load the authors in one request, which is really great and efficient, and it's done automatically by Gem. Now let's try to create and update a resource. Here we send like the post requests to this URL, localhost port 3000 and books endpoint. Here we specify like the data. We have type is books, attribute title, JSON resources book, num of pages 300, and here some authors as a relationship. So we assign this book to author 5 and 6. Let's give it a try. We got like in supported media type, which means we have to specify the media types in the header. So to do that, content type, here we specify like the content type. It should be that. Let's try that again. And yeah, here we go. We created like a new book. We have to check if the authors 6 and 7 were assigned to that book. Let's fetch the list of books again, and let's include here the authors. So yeah, here we have like the book whose ID is 7 with these attributes, and the relationships authors. It has authors 6 and 7, which is correct. Great. If we want, for example, to update this book, let's change that to a put request, and specify the which book we want to update, and the jump to the body, and let's change here, for example, language code. Let's change that to English, for example. We want to update only this. Let's remove the relationships, and yeah, let's give it a try. A key is required. The resource object doesn't contain a key, so probably here we have to add the ID, which is 7. Let's give it a try, and yeah, here we go. So we got a new resource updated. That's great, awesome. So yeah, all what we have seen is done by the gem itself. So we didn't write any piece of code here in the books controller or anywhere else. So yeah, this is great because you don't write too much code. Yeah, I would say that if you have some kind of custom parameters or some services already built in your application, maybe it will be hard to integrate with this gem. But yeah, if you are starting from scratch, or if your application doesn't have some complexity, maybe it will be a good fit for you. Yeah, you can test it and see how it goes, then decide if it's something for you or not. Yeah, but I generally like it. It's very nice. It has too many other stuff that I will cover in the next episodes, and you can also check the documentation. It has really a lot of things here. Yeah, that was just some basics about this gem. In the next episode, I will cover more tricks. If you have any questions, please let me know. I hope you like this episode and see you in the next one.